The Ducks will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Golden. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
To throw, it's Ewers. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
This is exactly why third down is practiced every single day. Third and short, third and medium, third and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on third down.
Got it set up on the outside. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays.
And the defense gets to the quarterback. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. That's caught. It's Blue. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a fourth and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, fourth down, offense has to make a decision.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. To the air, it's Gabriel. Throws toward the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in his hands.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
The defense has been all over this quarterback all game long. It's almost as if they know where he's going to throw. That now, the 3rd interception he's thrown.
Going up top on first down. Get it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they try to dial up the screen pass on first down, seeing if they can catch the defense rushing upfield. But they stayed home, they had their eyes on the football, and they create a negative play.
On second down, he'll let it fly. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Good play call on defense. Third down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball,
The expressway is wide open. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off the play fake. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This dude will kick you apart if you give him time. You better get to him. You better make him feel uncomfortable. This defense did that. Nice job by the defense, hurrying the quarterback through his thought process.
There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Texas 14, Oregon 7.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
hey, if you're going to go for it on fourth down and you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
They're trying to get to it. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Yeah, and the defensive lineman, you know, third and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on third down.
They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll take a deep shot here. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And listen, obviously, you know, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Got it behind the line. It's Blue. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before snapping this football and keep running.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. You can hear yourself think on third and goal. Looking to pass. It's Ewers. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown, and that might do it.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. He'll bring it out. It's Whittington. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David. He's got it down the left. Oh, look out! The 10! And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
Step one, great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Trying to punch it in. He makes his way in for the 2, and now they trail by only 6. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinator. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. From inside his own 15, looking for room. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, though.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over, and that's your sole objective.
And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. Wants to throw. It's Gabriel. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. Now, I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back, because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback checking the play. Wants to fire on second down. Into the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Oregon! They'll try to tack one more on their score. It's a fake, and the holder's going to try to throw for it. He's got it in the end zone for the two-point conversion, and the fake gives him the lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Boy, they hope that one doesn't